Welcome to the deep dive. Ever found yourself dreaming of, say, a tropical escape, or maybe thinking about international property?
It's a fascinating area.
Definitely. And today, we're really zeroing in on one specific, very popular spot, Phuket.
Ah, yes, Phuket.
And to help us understand what's going on there, we're diving into an article from some real experts on the ground. It's from Ocean Worldwide.
Right, they're a luxury real estate agency, actually based right there in Phuket. Been there since, what, 2004?
That's it. So they've got deep roots.
Exactly. And the agency is directed by Sandra O'Neill. She's got, well, years of experience helping literally thousands of families and investors in Phuket and Koh Samui, too.
So a really credible source for this topic.
Absolutely. Our mission today really is to unpack why. Why is Phuket's luxury property market attracting so much foreign interest right now? We're leaning on the insights from Ocean Worldwide.
And just to be clear for everyone listening, it's pronounced Phuket.
Yes, definitely Phuket, not Phuket. Good point.
Okay, so if you've ever thought about international investing, or maybe just fantasized about, I don't know, a villa with an ocean view,
Or if you're just curious about high-end markets.
then yeah, this deep dive is for you. We're going to explore what's driving Phuket's appeal. Okay, let's get into it.
Let's do it.
So the Ocean Worldwide article kicks off by saying there's this significant boom happening in Phuket's property market.
Yes, a boom, and specifically surging interest from foreign investors. They're looking for luxury places, vacation homes,
Yeah.
that sort of thing.
What's the story behind that surge? What are people looking for?
Well, what Ocean Worldwide points out, and it's interesting, is that it's not just for holidays. People are looking for permanent spots, too.
Oh, really? Like moving there?
Yeah, or at least spending a lot more time there. It seems to be this combination of, the relaxed lifestyle Thailand's famous for, plus, well, the scenery is just incredible, isn't it?
Hard to argue with that.
Right. And Ocean Worldwide suggests this isn't just a quick trend. It feels more like a shift, people prioritizing lifestyle, where they spend their time, their money.
And that demand. I assume it pushes prices up.
Oh, absolutely. More people wanting properties, especially in the luxury end that Ocean Worldwide focuses on, naturally puts upward pressure on values. Basic economics, really.
Makes sense. The article also links this property boom directly to Phuket's tourism industry, which on the surface seems obvious, right? Great place, lots of visitors.
It does seem obvious, but the connection is quite direct for investors.
How so? How does tourism translate into property investment specifically?
Well, think about it. A really busy tourism sector means huge demand for places to stay. Short-term rentals, primarily.
Right, all those tourists need hotels, villas, apartments.
Exactly. And Ocean Worldwide really emphasizes this. For property owners, it's a clear opportunity to generate pretty good rental income. It makes owning property there much more attractive if you're looking for an asset that, pays its way.
An income-generating asset in paradise. Sounds appealing.
It is a key driver, according to them.
Okay, so beyond the beauty and the tourists, the article mentions an investment-friendly climate. What does that actually mean in practice? What makes it friendly?
That's a crucial piece. Ocean Worldwide highlights that the Thai government has actually made efforts to encourage foreign investment.
How? What sort of policies?
The article doesn't list every single regulation, but it implies things like having relatively clear rules for buying property, which isn't always the case elsewhere.
Ah, transparency. That helps.
Definitely. And just a generally welcoming attitude towards foreign money coming into the real estate sector. Plus, a stable, growing local economy adds to that confidence. Investors like stability.
Always. Okay, so we've got the boom, the tourism link, a friendly environment. Let's talk visuals. The eye candy, as you might say.
Yes, the visual feast. Ocean Worldwide really leans into this.
They call Phuket a tropical paradise. It's clearly not just about the spreadsheet numbers.
Not at all. They stress that the sheer natural beauty, the turquoise water, white sand, those green hills, it's fundamental to the appeal.
And that beauty translates to value.
Directly. It impacts property values, absolutely. And it affects how much you can potentially charge for rent. People will pay a premium for that amazing view, for being in that beautiful environment. It's a core driver.
The article also specifically mentions exclusive beachfront properties. Is that the ultimate luxury goal in Phuket? Being right on the beach?
It's certainly a very desirable, high-end part of the market. Ocean Worldwide notes there's a range available, from luxury apartments right on the beach to these huge, sprawling private villas.
Trophy properties, basically.
Exactly. They carry significant investment value for the right buyer. That direct beach access, the exclusivity, it commands top prices and, top rental rates too.
And there's this idea of lifestyle investment too, which Ocean Worldwide brings up. It sounds like it's more than just financials.
It really is. For a lot of buyers in this luxury segment, the segment Ocean Worldwide knows so well, buying in Phuket is tied up with lifestyle dreams.
Owning a piece of paradise.
Pretty much. Enjoying the climate, maybe using the property themselves, sometimes renting it out other times. It's about achieving a certain quality of life, and that really resonates with international buyers.
Okay, let's get specific. Ocean Worldwide talks about luxury living redefined. What does that look like? What kind of properties are we talking about?
They paint a pretty vivid picture. First, you have these really opulent villas, many with just incredible ocean views.
Infinity pools and all that.
Oh, yeah. Infinity pools that look like they merge with the Andaman Sea, big private terraces. Often they even come with dedicated staff. It's designed as a complete escape, waking up to that view.
Yeah, living the dream. What about the lavish condominiums they mention?
So these are high-end apartments, but with all the trimmings. Things like private gyms, maybe a cool rooftop bar, concierge services, almost like living in a five-star hotel.
Convenient luxury.
Exactly. And they're often in prime locations, close to the beaches, restaurants, shops. So very convenient.
And then there are the private estates with beach access. Sounds like the top tier.
It really is peak exclusivity. We're talking large, sprawling properties offering maximum privacy, often with their own direct, maybe even gated access to the beach.
For people who really value seclusion.
Precisely. And often seen as a legacy investment, something to keep in the family. They offer a level of privacy that's quite rare.
Okay, let's swing back to tourism for a second. Ocean Worldwide calls it a double-edged sword of opportunity. We've talked about the opportunity side, the rental income. What's the other edge of the sword?
Right. The opportunity is clear. Strong demand for rentals, especially during peak season. Ocean Worldwide points out that's typically November to April.
When rental rates can go up significantly.
Exactly. But the double-edged part comes from the seasonality. Tourism isn't constant year-round.
Ah, the low season.
Right. Visitor numbers drop off, and that can affect how often your place is rented out. So investors need to be smart about that. Plan their finances, maybe adjust their strategy for the quieter months.
But there's flexibility.
Yes, Ocean Worldwide makes that point too. You own the property, you can use it yourself, rent it when demand is high, maybe look at selling it later. It gives you options.
Do they give any indication of typical rental returns?
They do mention some average rental yields in the article, actually. About 5–7% for apartments or condos, maybe 6–8% for villas, and potentially even higher, like 7–9% for those prime beachfront properties.
Interesting figures. Now, Phuket is also described as having this unique blend of cultural diversity and exclusivity. How does that attract foreign investors, according to Ocean Worldwide?
It's a really interesting mix. You got this rich local culture, temples like Wat Chalong, the old town architecture, festivals. It feels authentic.
Gives a character.
Exactly. But then you also have this very cosmopolitan layer. World-class restaurants, luxury shopping, a big international community. The article mentions people like Alan Zeman focusing more on lifestyle ventures there now, too.
So it's not just one thing.
Right. And Ocean Worldwide suggests this blend appeals to those discerning investors. They're not just buying bricks and mortar. They want a lifestyle that offers both cultural depth and modern sophistication. Even landmarks like the Big Buddha add to that unique feel.
It sounds like Phuket's also looking ahead. The article mentions sustainable development and infrastructure improvements. Why should an investor care about those?
Well, they're hugely important for the long term. Sustainability, things like eco-friendly building, protecting the natural beauty that preserves the very thing drawing people in.
Protects the investment in a way.
In a very real way. And infrastructure upgrades like expanding the airport, improving roads, make it easier to get to and live in. That boosts tourism and residency appeal, which helps the real estate market. Ocean Worldwide sees these as signs of long-term potential.
Okay, last point. Let's circle back one more time to that investment-friendly climate Ocean Worldwide talks about. What specifics make the regulations appealing?
They highlight a few key things. One is that the legal side of buying property in Thailand is seen as relatively clear and transparent, especially compared to some other places. That reduces risk, increases confidence.
Always good for investors.
Absolutely. Second, there are established ways for foreigners to own property. It's not always direct freehold for land, but common options like long-term leases or buying through a Thai company are well understood.
So there are pathways.
Yes, established pathways. And specific rules allowing foreigners to own condos outright are also a big factor.
Yeah.
Finally, Ocean Worldwide just generally portrays Phuket as welcoming foreign ownership, more so than many other desirable locations globally. These mechanisms are key facilitators.
Right. So if we're wrapping up this deep dive based on Ocean Worldwide's analysis, it really seems like Phuket's allure for foreign investors is this potent mix.
It really is. You've got the undeniable natural beauty,
Yeah, the stunning scenery.
the booming tourism that fuels rental income opportunities,
Makes the numbers work.
an investment climate that's seen as supportive and relatively clear legally,
Reduces the hassle and risk.
and then this unique blend of authentic Thai culture and modern international luxury living.
It's quite the package.
It really is. And considering all that, it makes you think, doesn't it? What parts of Phuket's luxury market really resonate with you personally?
Yeah, and if you're seriously thinking about it, what else would you need to find out? What research would you do next?
Good questions to ponder. And remember, the insights we've been digging into come from the team at Ocean Worldwide. They've been on the ground in Phuket, that's Phuket, since 2004, led by Sandra O'Neill, real local expertise.